Hey everyone, welcome back to Set Jet Sail. I'm Sandy and I am going to be sharing my packing essential secrets and tips with you today. In about a week and a half, I will be setting sail to the Caribbean with my girlfriends, and we've got a lot to do. Now this time I am changing things up a little bit. Normally I just take my handy dandy roller carry-on Samsonite bag and my little handy dandy cow pack, and that usually covers everything. Well, this time I'm actually going for 7 days on this cruise, but I'm actually going to stay in Florida for a couple days before and after. So I'm actually going to pack all of my cruise essentials in my big luggage and then have all of my stuff for Florida in my little bags. Now, of course, when we go to board the boat, I will definitely add some more things and bring this on the boat with me. So today we're going to talk about the essentials and my tips and tricks for packing. And like I said, this time we are going to change things up. And so let's get started. Segment 1, packing strategies. Well, there is a lot to pack, and sometimes we pack too much and sometimes we pack not enough. So this time I'm actually changing things up a little bit, and I'm bringing both my roller carry-on as well as my big piece of luggage on the cruise. Well, actually this will stay in Florida and then I will pick it up when I get back to Florida, but I'm definitely bringing this on the cruise. But to keep organized and try to make sure I can get as much in my bag as I can and still have room for souvenirs, I am actually going to try using the packing cubes. So I actually just got this nice little set. I was able to pick it up at TJ Maxx. I know you can get them on Amazon. You can get them all kinds of places. As a matter of fact, if you really want some that are very, very inexpensive because you don't travel that often, you can go to the dollar store. They're $1.25. I did find some of those. Like I said, not the greatest quality, but can get the job done. But these are super nice and I like the quality, and I'm really excited to see if these actually help you and help me, I should say, stay organized, especially on the cruise ship. One of my friends told me that what she likes to do is she'll put all of her t-shirts in one, her shorts in another, and then she'll have her pajamas in another, and her bathing suit and covers in another. And she says she gets to the cruise ships and she opens up her bag and unzips and pulls the whole cube out, puts it right in the drawer. And it's not where she's having to pull each item out of the suitcase to put it in the drawer. It's just one simple move, and then everything's unloaded and she can slip that suitcase right underneath the bed. Segment 2, clothing essentials. Now, I know I'm like a lot of folks, and we are all guilty of overpacking sometimes. And now the days of having to pack a big ball gown or a bunch of evening wear are long gone. Now you're more than welcome to bring whatever you want on a cruise. So these are some of my packing essentials, especially for when I'm picking out clothes. So what I love to wear in port or when we're going on little shopping excursions, that kind of thing, is I love the sundresses. They are super lightweight. They're very comfortable, especially when you're in the Caribbean, because got to remember, it is very humid down there. Now, it's not always that way, but a lot of the time it is very humid, and you just want to make sure you're cool and comfortable. The other thing I would definitely recommend is bringing, a couple pairs of shorts, some tank tops or t-shirts, because if you do go on some of these other adventures where, a dress really isn't appropriate, you want to make sure you can participate in that. And also your swimsuit and cover up. Now, I recommend bringing 2 or 3 at least, depending on the span of your cruise. But for example, mine is a 7-day cruise coming up, so I will pack at least 3 cover ups and 3 bathing suits, because ladies, we all know there's nothing more, frustrating and, not very exciting about putting on a wet bathing suit. So you want to make sure you have a dry one. One of the other things I would do is take one of your bathing suits and one of your cover-ups, and then an extra, pair of shorts or sundress, throw them in your carry-on bag, because sometimes getting your big luggage sometimes takes a little bit to your room, before it gets to your room, and you want to be able to change into your bathing suit, change into, your cover-up, and then go relax by the pool and enjoy the sail away party. So that's a tip that I love to do, because the last thing you want to do is be walking around that cruise ship in the clothes that you boarded the ship with, which could be jeans and a t-shirt or a sweatshirt and tennis shoes, and you would much rather be in some flip-flops and in a bathing suit enjoying a nice little cocktail. Segment 3, footwear. Let me just say this, ladies. Comfort is king when it comes to cruising. And yes, I am just like every other girl who loves their pumps. I could wear them all the time, but the cruise ship and on a cruise is probably not the best place to wear them, because you know what? You do not want to get blisters. You don't want your feet to hurt because you had to walk all the way from one end of the ship to the other and you're having to do those in stilettos. You don't want to do that. You will find that you will be much more comfortable and much happier in a pair of cute little wedges, or as my little friend, she likes to bring what she calls kitten heels, and they're just like the little heels, or just some dressy flats. I know on Amazon they have some really cute ones that have some bling on the top, and they're super comfortable, but they dress things up. But you don't have to worry about walking around in heels. So leave the heels at home if you have, and if you must bring them, but know that you're going to make a pit stop to your room to change out of those into something more comfortable. The other thing I make sure I would bring in regards to your shoes is a good pair of sandals and a good pair of flip-flops. Now, sandals you can wear out in town, just make sure they don't rub your feet, and flip-flops, you're going to want those for the pool. The other must-bring shoes is a pair of tennis shoes. Even though you're going to say, well, I'm not going to do anything, it's always best to have a great pair of tennis shoes in case you decide to get off the ship and do an adventure that has a lot of walking, or you discover that shopping, there's some shopping right at the port, but you want to walk a little more in town. You want to make sure you have some comfy shoes. Segment 4, toiletries and accessories. Well, I have a list of everything I want to bring, and usually I have my little makeup bag that I put my foundation, I put my sunscreen in. It's a little sunscreen, so it gets through TSA and qualifies for that. I bring my moisturizer, like I said, mascara, lip gloss, lip balm, because you do want to make sure you protect your lips from the sun. Make sure, you pack your Q-tips. Make sure you pack any medicine you might need, whether it's prescription or over the counter, like aspirin or Advil or anything like that. Make sure you pack that so you have that available. Also, some Tums. Some people, want to make sure they have their Tums that they take after they eat stuff because they don't want to have indigestion, that kind of stuff. Another must-have accessory is your hats. So I have a couple different types of hats. These are just some of them. I got to tell you, this one I probably need to steam it and get it back into shape because it's been in my closet for a little bit. I have a couple of this style. This actually is a very cool style because when you are sitting in those chairs around the pool, when you have one of the bigger build type of hats, it can actually poke the chair and not be so comfortable. This has nothing in the back, so you can lay right flat, so it's really cool. Keeps your face protected, protects your ears, and so make sure you pack your hats, make sure you pack your sunglasses, and have fun. Segment 5, extra tips and tricks. So you can use those cubes like I talked about to help organize you, but what you can also do, you can even get more stuff even in the cubes, is you can roll your clothes, and you will make a lot of room. You want to roll them on your way there, but also roll your clothes back up when you're leaving because you want to make sure you have enough room for those souvenirs. Moms, I'm going to say this is a really great idea as well because, I have nieces and nephews and my kids are grown, but we always travel together. But one of the big things was packing each one of their suitcases. And what we can do with those cubes is you can make one cube for each kid. So if you have your son is in one cube, your daughter's in another, and they have all their clothes. So then when you get on the cruise ship, you open up your bag, you pull it out, and they each have their clothes they can put right in their drawer, and it makes it easy peasy. So that wraps up my travel preparations for the Caribbean cruise. I've got a couple little things I still got to do, but I hope you were able to find some tips and tricks from this video and helps you with your upcoming travel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. And until next time, friends, safe travels, and let's set sail. Bye.